I joined the channel.
Well, I didn't have to be all fucking mad at me. Shut the fuck up, Soul Skipper.
Can smell someone streaming from like
from his home.
Orgel blagri.
Hagi blagi blag.
Tjenare.
Ah, Red Cross boy.
Hell yeah.
How are you surviving the summer?
How's the refugee trade?
The trade's good, but the summer is fucking awful, man.
Yeah, right.
It's been like 30 degrees, I'm literally dying day by
30
day.
degrees.
Can I have your stuff?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
But you'll have to come get it yourself.
Did you shave your beard?
Yes.
Oh man.
What?
You look like a
But it was
fucking
glorious.
jihadi, mate.
Well, it does
Oh,
work in the Red
jihadi.
Cross.
When it started dripping sweat from it, it had to go.
Oh shit, man.
Sorry for your loss. Must have been
Yeah,
hard.
thank you.
Well now, look at
How long did it live for?
About half a year.
Damn, the big gross fast.
Barely a baby.
Good news, fuck boys.
Oh. You're leaving this outfit?
I'm leaving the outfit, that's right.
Yeah!
Woo!
It works.
The motherboard.
Works.
Excellent.
The motherboard works.
Your motherboard.
The
Nice. Did you get a new motherboard again? Another one.
The one for the old PC. The one that the ass clowns delivered to the wrong address in Poland.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Poland?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's where the service center is apparently.
next where AX is.
Damn.
Where?
I'm pretty sure AX is next hit.
In Lodge, is it?
It's in Warsaw.
That's not really next to me, is it? It's 2-hour drive.
Yeah, it's close enough.
I'm not the only one.
So just installing the drivers and then installing whatever shit I need, and yeah. And I just gotta plug my stream card in and job's good.
Job's done.
What's
Apart
it called?
from
This place
the hard drive
Work.
sounds like a fucking,
I don't dare
it's
leave
vibrating.
this unattended.
because I took, obviously because I took it out, I moved it from fucking one PC into the other. It's now fucking making a vibrating noise. Good times.
What?
What a vibrator.
So I've just had to put a piece of paper in against it to stop it fucking making a noise.
Wait, did I understand it correctly? Your motherboard is vibrating.
No, the hard drive.
Oh, okay.
You
Put it
said-
in here.
my motherboard is vibrating. I put my dick on it.
Remind me, Nico, you sent that one to pawn to have it refurbished? What did you do with that one?
I sent my old motherboard of 2.5 years old to MSI because it was still under warranty to be refurbished. So I spent 16 fucking pounds on the tracking and the postage and whatever, put it in a fucking box, package it like a fucking god, send it to the fucking Poland. Royal
Why
Mail gives
Poland,
it to GLS because that's where the RMA Centre for MSI is. And they deliver it to some fucking retard at the wrong address.
Oh, yeah, free
Wait, they actually fixed it and then delivered it on the wrong address.
Free motherboard!
So some twat in Poland near the MSI
Probably X.
has a
Probably sold it for a sack of potatoes on the street or something.
Nah,
Didn't know what it was.
How he afforded a new brush for his cat, mate.
What's the address, Nico?
Gotta pay him a
1012
vicious-
Krakow.
fucking Kurvaland's fucking MSI. How it makes sense.
2225 Auschwitz Street.
Hey!
Too far.
Auschwitzium. Or is it Auschwitzium?
I was in Auschwitz. It was terrible.
Like mama.
It was terrific. People
There are
love
few
you.
places where one can pursue
So the address is Pro Lodges
that
Park,
incident in Morrow
Road
was just a
El
misunderstanding. No matter what the girls
Magaznauer Bieleni Rolklowski.
Very good English,
But-
Nico. You're very getting good at this.
Yeah. How can I send this?
Magazynowa.
You're on Discord.
I am on Discord. Okay, just message me then. I'll log into Discord.
Poor man's teams.
It's got a web browser, so I can just fucking do it that way. I can't communicate between my two
What you
PCs.
It's no secret that the college's reputation in Skyrim is tainted. Please don't tell me that another one of the apprentices has been incinerated. I have enough to deal with right now. I see.
I send it to you.
I trust that Tolfdir will provide a more specific explanation. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Tolfdir normally looks after your little group, yes? Since he's apparently occupied, and I will need to see this discovery for myself, I think perhaps you should begin researching the subject.
Would you like to have some insect jelly? Oh,
You have some incest jelly, whatever.
I got some kuk. Lovely kuk.
Lovely cake. That neighbors is still fucking shouting even at us, so.
What a bunch of mess.
And they complain at us. Fucking 7 p.m. on a Friday.
The
music is too loud.
Perhaps this would help.
7 p.m. on a Friday they complain at us.
Fucking music is still loud, mate.
Yeah, but 7 p.m.
It's usually 10 p.m. they're usually allowed to start moaning.
We're allowed to 10 p.m. That's the rules, mate. He didn't even have the guts to come over and like our normal human being and be like, could you please turn it down?
Did he give you an angry argelapp?
Yeah, right? Swedish way. He calls us with a fucking secret with a hidden number. Like, seriously?
That's
Like-
even lower.
Fuck me. Like, at least have the common decency to come over here. We'd fucking like, sure, we could do it. But not if you're doing it the fucking scummy way like that. We have kids trying to sleep. Well, fucking hell, move out then. You're not gonna get any sleep here, bitch. Mm-hmm.
Anger the locals. They don't need additional reasons to hate us.
Anyone playing PlanetSide?
I've been trying to find you. I just
No.
wanted to let you know that Ancano's been asking about you. I think he's looking for you.
Gonna play some Overma, I think. Hey Nico, let's play Overwatch, man. I heard you like that game.
Amazing.
Played some earlier with Callie. One match got us like fucking 12k XP or some shit. Pretty crazy.
I'm not sure.
And you're still alive?
Well, mind what you tell him.
You didn't kill yourself?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, did you check the tracking, Nico? Did it got delivered?
No. Well,
Got delivered
I
and
don't-
signed for by
between
some
the
fucking
that what
retard.
he's really doing is spying for the Thalmor.
Well, he
But it
signed
never
it. Can't
hurts
they
to
like
be a
track him
little
down and be like,
suspicious,
yo,
does it? You're
shit
welcome.
ain't yours.
Well,
Send the
Until
Gestapo
next time.
over there or something.
I can't exactly just go to fucking Warsaw and be like, yo, bitch.
Why
It's
not?
not Warsaw, it's Wrocław.
Where the
tell
fuck
me,
is that?
sorry.
I thought that was Warsaw. I don't fucking know.
No, that's Rostov. That's not Warsaw.
You should all like the
That near
entire cane. Entire cane should be like where the credit card. Where the motherboard at.
Are you going to coleslaw anytime soon?
I wanna send my
Wroclaw,
boy.
you know where Wroclaw is? It's freaking even 2 times freaking further than Rostov for Warsaw for me.
I've heard whispers of more
What
of his
about
work having turned up. If you can track it down,
It's probably
it
cool.
may prove useful to all of us.
We should send in the fucking voice, mate.
600 kilometers. That's not gonna happen.
Some big mystery,
It's fucking 6
Well, you
hours
don't
for a
even
drive
need to
there.
ask. No, I don't have anything for you. Not anymore, anyway.
It's just
I
that
said not anymore.
there's nothing I can
think
do.
one
I
of those
can't. I
volumes may have
tried,
had
this,
some
but they just
relevant
don't reply.
information. If you want them, you'll have
Did
to
you
talk to Orton.
did you got the number from the shipment
Let's
number?
just call it a
The package number,
difference of
whatever?
opinion with the college. They were interested in research that goes outside the boundaries
Maybe
of
they
the college
delivered it,
allows,
maybe,
so
so,
they were
and maybe didn't get a reply,
persuaded
or
to
maybe I
leave.
can just call him and check what's really the
Until
matter
next time.
Well, it got signed for by someone.
Well, if you can send me the like shipment number, maybe I can call them and ask what they if they got it or not. There's this repair status query on their website, which you can check the status of your shit, but they didn't reply to you with the repair, so I get you didn't get anything. So the best idea would be just to call them, so I can call them for you if you just tell me the shipment number or the package number, whatever.
You should send me and Monaco to that
Mods
cruise.
are
Like fucking, we just let ourselves in, and Monaco will just fucking start eating all this food, and be like,
There
you
you
can
go.
make this easy on yourself.
that's
Give up the
there
fucking
you go.
motherboard,
These are the
boy.
mods that I'm
Monaco
currently
just
using.
eats all this food.
There's I
Pretty OP
believe
way of dealing with shit.
18, yeah, 18 of them that are active. But the problem is, I don't know how.
Marek,
copy
I have
this
a
list
business
and send you the-
opportunity.
Find it and I'll call them on Monday. And then we'll see.
Okay, so I can copy it one by one.
AX, I'm such a dick.
Well, yes, I'm doing this for free motherboards, Mickey, you know it.
Did you like fucking send the Albanian mafia or something over to that place?
No, that's for me. That's for me.
Oh.
I'm closer.
I heard Marek is joining the Albanian mafia.
Really?
Yeah.
Marek, you didn't
Carriage
even
is the
ask.
safest. Where do you want to go?
Huh?
Alright,
What are you talking about? I was AFK.
Smeky just enrolled you for Albanian mafia.
Oh shit. Gotta get some free smokes and beers and all that shit.
Yes, mate.
You have to go for your diet.
Smoking is definitely good for your diet. It's just not good for your lungs.
Never been to Whiterun before?
Well,
Jarl's Palace
Well.
is to see.
Dragons
Big old dragon skull hanging on the wall.
How long have you like been smoke free now, whatever the fuck?
I don't know. Today. Kinda like Mufa.
Fucking disgusting smoking by your PC. And you think I'm disgusting for eating like by my PC?
Tufu does it as well. No, Tufu stopped doing it ever since he bought a new PC. He stopped smoking.
Oh, he
It's fine.
fucking no, he eats. Oh well, smokes. So what do you mean?
Well, you should.
I'm not saying shit.
Tufa still eats by his PC.
It's no problem.
I think he smokes
I
too.
actually never
I don't know.
modded the game. I usually only play the
two
vanilla
voices
version.
smoke, yeah.
But
Yeah, but I think he does it to
since
his
outside.
PC,
I
right?
finished
Oh, he does it.
vanilla
Like
for
that.
like
Kebab
But
doesn't
he
get Kebab doesn't
7,
get
8
sucked
times.
into your PC though.
No, but you fucking drop that shit in your
So I
fucking
decided to
keyboard
try to
and
mod
it's
it,
rip
and I
road.
went
You should
to,
see my keyboard. It's pretty
Fudge
tasty.
Muppet is the name of the guy who is what's it
Oh,
called?
the MSI is over here. It's further in Warsaw, you'll see it.
He's kind of Skyrim, well, overall Bethesda studio, but Skyrim guy for this game, I guess. For
Hey, it's just being all helpful and shit, and he can just ignore
he's
you.
really good with those videos about Skyrim, so I pretty much took from him the mods that he recommended.
Gonna have to.
Thanks for the number. Oh, come
The
on,
less
Nico.
in the week we're gonna sit at Smicky's and eat all the kebab.
Kebabadoo!
Lord, my feet. Lord.
Come on, let me do
You guys are arriving in the morning, innit?
Huh? Yeah, we are arriving in the morning, so...
Yes, I saw that, Nico. Well, that'll be helpful.
Interesting, helpful, entertaining.
So it's 55040 for the obviously the.
Yes, yeah, I know, I checked. I saw it. Alright, that'll be helpful. At least I can ask them if they have anyone over there with that name. What's their name?
Who you gonna call?
Go, smash that!
The service, like the.
I'm afraid I'm a mom.
I'm gonna call the company directly, like where is the number is at. And then I'm gonna ask what you're doing with it.
I want to be on the right side.
Who are you gonna call?
Where'd you get
fucking asking for that one?
The only thing I can find for GLS was an email form. There's no telephone number or anything.
No, they have
main
local places where with phone numbers and that kind of stuff. Like we have warehouse here that you can get phone from, but the core company I don't think has anything else but an email address.
The fuck owns
I
a
found the
telephone?
phone on the. Yeah, is this that's the address? I got the address for I got the phone for the address where you
See,
send it.
are you looking at the Poland website?
Yes, the Polish website, MSC Polish.
And I'm looking at the United Kingdom website, which there's fuck all information other than an email address.
Shouldn't have left the EU, mate.
We haven't left the EU yet, you fucking retard.
It happens next year.
Well, apparently the current procedure for leaving the EU is so fucking garbage, we don't even know if we're capable of leaving
Oh
the
yeah,
EU.
you're gonna be leaving the fucking EU, but it's gonna be in hard terms, so no more trade. Bye bye.
Hey, hey.
Hey,
Well, it's probably hard because they probably thought nobody would be actually retarded enough to leave it.
Yeah, that's basically it. But then again, you got Nico and Matanza never failing to disappoint, voting yes to leave. So yeah.
I don't really care.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's only your country's future. Now let's.
I don't care. As long as I see one black person less on the street, it's a victory.
It's nothing to do with black people.
Or Polish, or...
It's to do with the fact that fucking we have so many immigrants over here, basically just sponging off of our welfare system.
Yeah.
And Smeggy knows all about that, and they have a far less fucking immigrants over there than we do.
Okay, sure.
How many do you have?
Well, if you compare it like fucking immigrants to like the Swedish population, you know, it gets pretty spooky. I mean, you already have pretty fucking high pop as it is, bunch of surrogates.
5 million people, and we have nearly fucking 800, 900,000 immigrants in the UK from Poland and Lithuania and fucking Romania and all that shit.
Oh shit, even Croatia has more. Like we had around 100,000 people from Syria and that countries come in, and we are like 4.5 million.
We don't have Syrians, mate. We only have Polish.
Oh.
So you actually have good, hard-working immigrants, and you're complaining.
The problem is they come over here, they get
They
a job,
make their money.
and they bring the rest of their family with them.
Oh, they usually have their family in their home country, and they send the money back.
Yes, and that is another thing. They're also taking money out of England.
That's what you remind me of. You remind me of the fucking South Park guy.
Right.
And they're just all mad about it.
The thing is, they go to Poland and they buy everything they need, including food and whatever. Because if you go, I go into a lot of their houses, and if you have a look, all it is Polish food, stuff bought from English supermarkets. So they go to Poland, they buy everything cheap as chips, they come back in a van, unload all their fucking food, and they send all their money back home, because what they want to do is they want to build
they're fucking smart.
They want to build a house and home for themselves and go back home.
You need something?
There's nothing wrong with it, because I would do that at the same time. Yet the problem is they come over here and they basically say they can't work because of whatever reason, and when there's one person who's working to basically pay the rent in the house they're working at, and they're just basically sponging benefits because they're getting paid £70 a week or whatever by the government.
That happens,
where in Poland, they would be only being paid £10 a week. So they're being paid 7 times as much for being in the UK for not working.
You're not the only country that suffers from this, but you're acting as if like EU, like it's the main corporate. They're like, oh, we're just gonna leave EU and everything's gonna be fine.
No, but this is not why I want to leave the fucking EU. The reason I want to leave the EU is because of fucking people like Jean-Claude Juncker, who's getting paid 1.5 million euros in a 5-year term for running the EU, when all he does is take the piss out of people and fucking condemn them. And then he gets paid 67,000 euros every year until he dies after the 5-year terms of being head of the EU. 67,000 euros. That is fucking 3 times my yearly wage. He gets paid for doing nothing.
So amazing. You want to leave the EU because of some ass clown.
Yeah, I think that...
That's like me saying, I want to quit PlanetSide because Block Touch is a fucking loser.
Oh, it's a valid reason.
Well...
He does have 500,000 kills with a PPA, you know. The devs just continue to say that the PPA is fine.
The face is fine. Actually, that's a lie.
I mean, the EU spends 600,000 euros every year on a train just so they can transport papers between Belgium and France. Oh. 600,000 to transport papers because France refuses to have the fucking meeting in Belgium every fucking time. Amazing.
How about we do like this? Just fucking, instead of you guys leaving, we just kick like France out of the fucking EU.
Well, that's kind of dumb as well. Like, things need to change, but the problem is what the politicians and what the UK should have said is they should have pushed demands onto the EU instead of doing a referendum to leave the EU. Well, it should. We're one of the biggest fucking economies in Europe, so why the fuck shouldn't they have fucking pushed them? You know, we was the biggest superpower in the fucking world, like, you know, however many
Back
years.
in my day.
Yeah, so, like, why do we not have the balls to push these people?
Because you're just a tiny little fucking island full of fucking disgusting cunts.
But I'm just, it's the whole fucking politics bullshit. It's just fucking bullshit everywhere. So
you do realize that an English MP, when they are still in office, they make over £150,000 a year. Theresa May makes over £150,000 a year, and when she leaves until her death, she will be paid £135,000 a year because she has been Prime Minister.
Are you sure?
What a
Yes,
guy.
I just looked it up on the internet because even though I agreed with what you said about Junker, it happens in my nation, it happens in Sweden, it happens in
everywhere.
England, it happens everywhere. I don't agree with it, but it happens everywhere. Everyone basically, you know, making sure that they themselves and their friends are well off while the rest of the population fucking has to suffer moldy kebab under a bed.
Like, there's no escaping it. Like, leaving the EU or whatever, like, it's still gonna be like that. It's just human nature. That shit is always gonna exist.
And you know what's very funny? If you are a standard person within British Parliament, you make 76,000 euros a year.
It's just gone up.
Pounds, sorry.
It's
Yeah.
89,000.
And just before the crisis, it was £64,000. It is also one of the very few jobs that actually got an increase every year, even during the crisis. And it has basically more than doubled since 1996. Your father's salary hasn't doubled since 1996.
Like I say, it's still fucking bullshit. But I do
Well,
not know.
time to kill the bourgeois. Let's kick off the revolution,
but
boys.
The thing is, this has always been the fucking way. People in power will always have money.
So, I asked the question, why the fuck did you vote to leave the EU then?
Exactly because of that. Because him and Matanza both just listened to the thing is,
It's
in
so
England,
stupid.
you had the yes camp and you had the no camp. And the no camp was basically just hammering about the dangers of leaving the EU, rather than actually showing the people what the EU has given the UK.
The yes
over time.
camp is full of all
And
the
the yes
old timers, and just like, ah,
exactly.
uninformed
And they will
fucking
basically
idiots.
tell you exactly how it was before the Second World War and how Britain was a fucking major fucking power in the world, and now we are giving more and more of our independence away to some fucking shitty fucking German that somewhere fucking makes 1.5 million every 5 years, blah blah blah. You know, their tactics were much better than the other one. As simple as that, and not to mention the fact that
Yellow
those
Book
who
of
were
Riddles,
going to
a
vote no
series of riddles.
simply didn't.
For
because
earnest
they were
pleasure
like,
and the strengthening of the
yeah,
mind,
well,
the
no
author
one's
here
stupid
collects
enough
all
to
that he
vote
has
for that
learned
guy.
of the art of
Just
riddle
like in
by
America,
dint of
they
diligent
thought
study
no one is
and
stupid
through
enough
years
to
of
vote for
discourse
Trump,
with
and
others of
course
similar
this shit
inclination.
happened.
The
So,
posing and
you know,
puzzling
in
of
a way,
riddles is a convention of
when I
polite,
heard
aristocratic
the next day,
Western
I was in my
society.
car to my work, and I was
Nobles
like,
and social
what the
aspirants
actual
collect books
fuck
of riddles
was
and
happening?
study
And then
them,
I'm like,
hoping thereby
you know
to
what,
increase the
fuck it,
chances
America
of their
can suffer
appearing
for
sly
England
and
can
witty
suffer
in
for this.
conversation.
Maybe it's a fucking lesson to
A
the rest of
metal,
the world. to
neither
actually
black
use the
nor
fucking
red,
brain for once.
as heavy as
I
man's
actually
golden
love
rule.
the Trump
What you do
one.
to stay
That's
ahead
like the
with friend
biggest fucking
or arrow or
meme
steel.
ever.
The
The
answer,
biggest thing
let.
that I fucking...
A man says, if
what-
you lie to
what
me,
should
I
have
will
happened?
slay you with my
Yeah,
sword.
we should have voted.
If you tell me the truth, I will slay
the
you with a
vote should
sword.
have fucking been,
What must you say
do
to stay
you
alive?
want
The answer,
to
you will slay me
continue with
with a
the
sword.
EU as it is, or do you
Bosmer
want
was
reform?
slain. Altmer claims the Dunmer is
Should
guilty.
not been.
The Dunmer says the
Do you want to
Khajiit.
leave or do you want
The
to
Orc
stay?
swears he
This is
didn't kill
the
the
biggest
Bosmer.
fucking
Khajiit says the
retarded
Dunmer
thing
is
I've
lying.
ever fucking
If only one of these
been
speaks
part
the
of.
truth,
But
who killed the
problem
Bosmer?
is, one of the biggest
answer?
things that
The Orc.
happened with the campaign to leave, and what a lot of you didn't see, was the media in this country, and either it was for leaving or it was for staying, and with the use of Facebook, social media, and all kinds of shit. Because at the end of the day, in this country, probably 40% of it is fucking retarded. You know, they're dumb-ass motherfuckers who don't know how to fucking write no. So they all just listened to social media like every other fucking retard on social media. They just listened to the thing that they fucking thought was right, and that's basically put us in this situation as it is.
I think that almost could be said like anywhere now, because the fucking human species has been so dumbed down where just fucking No researching or anything like that anyway, just fucking blindly follows the masses.
I don't think that has anything to do with this, whether we have become more stupid or not. I think it is because we are given so many fucking choices these days. Every fucking minute you're basically making a decision. There's too many decisions for most people. Like, most people just want to make a decision what they're having for dinner that night. That's about it. And now you have to make so many fucking decisions on a daily basis. Like, especially for someone, let's imagine you're 33 years old, you're married, you got 2 kids, you fucking paying your mortgage. You know, you got enough shit to worry about. You don't want to be worried about some bullshit or investigate even for 3 hours whether you should vote yes or no. Which is exactly one of the reasons why I'm against people voting. Like, if you want to vote, fine. Make an exam. Prove that you're actually worthy of that vote. And not
You
just
don't like
every
democracy.
fucking moron like my moronic sister who basically votes for the cute guy. Like, you should just be fucking, like, slapped on the ass or something.
You don't
Shit
like
that.
you don't like voting. You don't like democracy. Let's
I love
become a
democracy,
fucking
but
North
not how it is
Korea.
now.
Let's become a totalitarian regime.
No, because that of course has bigger dangers than a democracy. But in the same way, like, we haven't had war for a very long time, and it shows.
Yes, fair, man.
People just stop fucking caring. People just don't know what it's like to be oppressed, or
That's what we need.
They don't
We need
understand
another war,
the
man.
importance of correct politics, and that is why this shit's now happening.
We need another war. Alright, everybody, like, cast your fucking vote in. Who gets to start the war?
May I?
Can you guys wait? Can you guys drop a bomb in Bucharest in the big what's it called? The big square, like where the politics are, where all the socially assisted people have gathered to basically protest for our prime minister, which is corrupt and shit like that, and they're shouting at him, he's innocent, he's protecting the country and all that crap. And he managed to gather 300,000 Romanians, basically, that are socially assisted with money and crap like that, with, what's it called? They gathered buses and all that shit for today. I just saw it right now. I just saw it because I was away from home. So can you please bomb, like, the square right now? So that we can, like, get rid of those shitty people?
Just nuke Romania.
Yeah, I'll do it for you.
All in favor?
I got
No,
a
just
better
that
idea.
square, because that's where they're all gathered right now. Right.
I got a better idea. Right, if we send Mark to the European Union in Belgium, and if we get him, give him a fucking, like, a crate of beer the night before, all we have to do is fucking put him into the toilet, he takes a massive dump, and they think there's fucking chemical weapons attack. That's
Genius.
Genius.
Fucking mind blown, mate.
Shut your ma.
Like, Rage is going, that's fucking disgusting.
Damn. So much hate.
Where's my food? You cook me some food, woman.
Oh shit.
Fucking starving, mate. Apparently I'm joking when I say I'm hungry.
You're Rage the headset.
She called me a fat cunt.
Oh shit. You are a fat cunt.
Don't you? Goddamn wham.
Women have too much freedom.
They need to learn some respect around it.
I promise I'll help you get out of here.
I'm gonna get paid in a minute. It's coming. It's
I
coming.
had a Rachel.
Rachel.
Stop hitting me! Stop.
Don't
Good girl, keep it going.
Don't mess
Fuck him up.
Fuck's sake. Fucking ruined. Stop the bullying.
Where is she?
Rachel.
She's gonna fucking strangle me when she meets me.
Yes, mate. October.
Oktoberfest.
Shit. Bomb squad. Did you work, by the way?
What?
You said you was going to speak to work whether or not the weekend was okay or not.
Yeah, I haven't decided yet.
What do you mean haven't decided?
I mean, I haven't asked them yet.
What?
I haven't asked them yet.
That means two different fucking things.
I'm sorry, I was focused on training my animals in my game, okay?
I thought you were finding out being best man now. Decided yet.
Oh shit.
God damn. Nathan's not that important, you know.
When was it again? Somewhere in October, right?
Yeah, October, mate.
I'll ask the entire October off or something. I don't know.
Isn't it like the 18th or something?
18th, yeah. 18th, 19th to the 20-something, 23rd.
Till the wedding.
Yeah, from the 23rd to the wedding.
Yeah, paid lodging, everything.
Yeah.
Probably more people coming to that than to the K meeting at this point. Are you? How many are you?
I think we're 4 or 5.
Oh shit, you guys are popping off.
Hell yeah.
You come over to England, mate. Ever been to England, mate? You got like dick and shit and shit. Tastes like garbage, but they got it.
Got it.
Oh yeah, and when we had the Kane meeting there last year, they had this sausage that tasted like dog food.
Oh, I like dog
That's
food.
British food in general, mate.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mr. Fucking. This is the best burger that I've ever tasted.
So you're really hungry.
That's what Mark said when he was at the English
Yeah, that
restaurant.
was some fucking lovely fucking burger that I had. It was good.
Well, you just said English food tastes like dog shit.
Yeah, most of it. It's the same with Dutch food. I fucking hate Dutch food as well. So, fucking give me some of that Indonesian shit, you know?
Your mum's cooking's OP.
What even is
It's pretty good.
Dutch food?
I have no fucking idea.
It's like the
Boiled
fucking...
tulips or something.
The fucking...
Fucking
what's it called?
clogs and windmills in a soup.
The fucking dogs, the fucking hot dogs on a stick from New Kids Turbo or some shit.
Yes.
Knoopert. Knoopert. Is that what they're called?
Yeah. You can
Bring me a
actually
couple
buy
of
it.
bro.
Fucking knoepertjong.
Knoepertjongen.
And the frikadelbrood.
Yes, mate.
It's just pretty dank.
And windmills.
Yeah, pancakes are pretty good.
My ass is pretty good.
Smecky's, there's a lot of traffic.
Yes.
Apparently you're disgusting.
Had to open
Who's
a
disgusting?
second lane.
I just said that's disgusting.
Ooh, what? What is?
My ass is disgusting, apparently.
Well, to eat. You know, you wouldn't want to eat that.
What?
What?
You just got told, mate.
I didn't even... What did she say? What?
Anybody's off.
Well, I'm thinking it's kind of tender.
Rachel is kind of obsessed of Marek's ass.
Yeah.
There's
I know
plenty.
that.
Yeah, but there's plenty of food.
Ooh.
You sit on it all day, yeah.
Apparently,
Butt tuck?
Oh, yeah.
This is what happens on Mondays, mate.
Watch what you're doing.
Mate, don't mention that word, man.
Oh
Fuck.
shit. I am so
Wrong
hyped.
with you.
Oh, this is
Come on,
supposed to be a safe space. Come on.
Yes.
Fuck off, Hargle. You don't even work.
I work?
I work?
I just go in and tell people what to do. And
At
then
times.
do nothing.
Somebody's drink all that coffee.
Yes, mate.
already a bunch of Battlefield 5 videos, like multiplayer videos on YouTube.
Kinda drives me crazy how fucking PC they are, like having the women and shit. And that. Like it doesn't bother me like there's actually women in there. What bothers me is like why they do it. For the fucking to like satisfy the fucking homos today.
Gotta be
Otherwise they'll be like
correct, mate.
Otherwise they'll be like, it's sexist. There was always women on the front lines there. Okay, man.
Yeah, the world wars were really politically correct, you know?
The world wars were pretty historically correct.
But it's kind of sexist though. I mean, if you seen you saw the fucking reveal or whatever of that fucking woman, right? Not only did she die, like portraying the fucking female sex or whatever as weaker, you know? You see, that's pretty sexist. But not only that, have you seen her hand? That's a fucking gardening tool on that hand. They're fucking sexist.
This is just, you know, satisfying the female fantasy.
Half man, half gardening, half woman.
I don't know about you, but I don't want that fucking gardening tool coming anywhere near me. If that's your fantasy, then fuck that.
Yes. Would love to be fisted.
Fisted by gardening tool.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. I wish I could try to play that.
Don't worry, I'm streaming. We can cut it out.
Clip it!
As a clip.
Clip it!
What is it, Smeckes?
Clip it! Nah, I'm just fucking...
Does that guy even stream anymore? The one who's like...
There's a couple that does that. I'm thinking about the fucking gaming grandpa guy, whatever. It's literally like an 80-year-old guy playing video games. And he's playing PUBG, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, you're gonna get a heart attack playing that video game. And like every time he gets a kill, he just starts. Clip it.
What, on every kill?
A lot of them. I watched a fucking montage or whatever, a compilation video, like there's like 50 times at least. Is there?
It's a good job you don't play PlanetSide. If on a 10 kills, you'd probably die from a heart attack. You die from a heart attack with shouting clicking.
Oh, there's this whole internet meme. It's like a grandpa sitting next to a computer saying like, killing Nazis.
Like his name was like
so
literally
fun
Grandpa Gaming
Nazis.
or something.
Well, inte... Oh, yeah.
Grandpa Gaming. Well, he still sticks to PUBG. He hasn't gone over to Fortnite yet. I guess I can respect him for that. Nah. I honestly can't blame people anymore for going over to Fortnite. As much as I made fun of it, like, before. It's starting to make more and more sense, you know?
Fartnite.
It really sucks, because PUBG was a lot of fun, but... obviously they just focus on fucking making a quick buck instead of like Or attempting at least.
So you're the one who barged into my home and laid waste. How nice to meet you. So you're just
Yeah,
one of
frags.
Owen's
So that's still a
That's
thing, huh?
disappointing. You show real promise. You come here, kill my
At least it's
assistants,
not,
disrupt my work. You've annoyed
what's it
me,
called again?
so I don't think I'll be giving you anything.
I mean, Mr. Monotone. Yeah. What the fuck's it called now, Nico?
Now, you can go back to your college and leave me be, or I can kill you.
I fucking just want to gouge my fucking ears out listening to that guy. It's so bad.
After I've been so hospitable.
What a guy.
Well, then
Even
you
in the
won't
videos
be
where it's like,
here
I'm
at
really
all.
excited for this, it just makes it feel so fucking... Oh. Yeah, I'm really excited. Like, god damn.
He's the one of the most monotone, depressing people I've ever heard on YouTube.
Like, it really just, it's really like, you're in a fucking really good mood and all that. He can completely like ruin your day just by listening to that. Holy fuck. It sounds depressing. Almost as depressing as a Nico 101 video. You do kind of have the same thing though, Nico, in your like videos where you actually like talk or whatever.
Why do you think I don't talk?
Hello, my name is Nico 101.
Hello.
And today we're going to be talking.
Pop up in the morning 2 years. Today, I would like to talk to you about something. Hello.
Shut your mouth.
My name is Loser, and today I'd like to talk to you about dick.
Yeah, start your next video with that. Just shows like you can still make it on YouTube even if you're like an antisocial fucking retard.
Like you?
Yes.
Nah. I'm just being mean.
You're a bit of a dick.
Oh, sure.
I am. Snoppbollar.
Så blir jag.
Anyone playing PlanetSide?
Yeah.
Fine.
Is it good? Any good fights?
Nah, it's shit.
Chanting service. Believed it important. We must be powerful.
What now? Well, well. And you seem to be in one piece. Thank you. I'll look these over and inform Mirabelle if I find anything relevant. Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting? Did you read it yourself? If I recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should mention that to Toldir. And here. I suppose you've earned these.
Poop as always.
Please make sure your hands are clean before touching anything, all right?
Oh.
A 2 Hearth Fire, 2920, Gideon Black Marsh. The Empress Tavia lay across her bed. A hot late summer wind she could not feel, banging the shutters of her cell to and fro against the iron bars. Her throat felt like it was on fire, but still she sobbed, uncontrollably, wringing her last tapestry in her hands. Her wailing echoed throughout the halls of Castle Geovese,
Got a little
stopping
bit of
maids
a
in their
situation
washing and
going on
guards in
here.
their conversation. One of her women came up through the narrow stairs to see her mistress,
It's
but
all,
her chief guard Zook stood
all
at the
nice
doorway
and dandy
shook his
making
head.
this artillery train. I just didn't think how long it's gonna take to fucking
2 Hearth Fire, 2920, Gideon
put ammo in
Black
it.
The Empress Tavia lay across her bed. A hot late summer wind she could not feel, banging the shutters of her cell to and fro against the iron bars. Her throat felt like it was on fire, but still she sobbed, uncontrollably, wringing her last tapestry in her hands. Her wailing echoed throughout the halls of Castle Geovese, stopping maids in their washing and guards in their conversation. One of her women came up through the narrow stairs to see her mistress, but her chief guard Zook stood at the doorway and shook his head. "She's just heard that her son is dead," he said quietly. A 5 Hearth Fire, 2920, the Imperial City, Cyrodiil.
Your Imperial Majesty,
said the potentate Vasidu Shai through the door.
You can open the door. I assure you, you're perfectly safe. No one wants to kill you.
Mara's blood! Came the Emperor Riemann III's voice, muffled, hysterical, tinged with madness. Someone assassinated the prince, and he was holding my shield. They could have thought he was me.
You're certainly correct, Your Imperial Majesty,
replied the potentate, expunging any mocking qualities from his voice while his black slitted eyes rolled contemptuously.
And we must find and punish the evildoer responsible for your son's death. But we cannot do it without you. You must be brave for your empire.
There was no reply.
At the very least, come out and sign the order for Lady Risha's execution,
called the potentate.
Let us dispose of the one traitor and assassin we know of.
A brief pause, and then the sound of furniture scraping across the floor. Riemann opened the door just a crack, but the potentate could see his angry
watching a video how to escape Thailand's traps.
Despite the best healers in the Empire, it was still a ghastly souvenir of the
They
Lady
saw
Risha's
some information.
fortress.
Hand me that order.
It's pretty fucked though, how they're like literally like how they're like they just minding your own business and they're just coming up to you like,
Gideon Cyrodiil.
"Hey, you want to go down?"
strange blue
They
glow
don't give
of the
up.
will o'
They're
the
like,
wisps,
"No,
a
I don't want to.
combination, so
Fuck
she'd
off."
been told, of
They
strong
fucking chase you.
spiritual energy
They
had
fucking
always
chase
frightened
you,
Tavia
literally.
as she looked out her window. Now it seemed strangely comforting. Beyond the bog lay the city of Gideon. It was funny, she thought, that she had never stepped foot in its streets, though she had watched it every day
That's
for
fucking
17
spooky.
years. Can you think of anything I've forgotten? She asked, turning to look back on the loyal Kothringi Zook. I know exactly what to do, he said simply. He seemed to smile, but the Empress realized that it was only her own face reflected in his silvery skin. She was smiling, and she didn't even realize it. Make certain you aren't followed, she warned. I don't want my husband to know where my gold's been hiding all these years. And do take your share of it. You've been a good friend. The Empress Tavia stepped forward and dropped from sight into the mists. Zook replaced the bars on the tower window and threw a blanket over some pillows on her bed. With any luck, they would not discover her body on the lawn until morning, at which time he hoped to be halfway to Morrowind. 9 Hearth Fire, 2920, Phrygius High Rock. The strange trees on all sides resembled knobby piles crowned with great bursts of reds, yellows, and oranges, like insect mounds caught fire. The Rothgarian mountains were fading into the misty afternoon. Turala marveled at the sight, so alien, so different from Morrowind, as she plodded the horse forward into an open pasture. Behind her, head nodding against his chest, Cassius slept, cradling Bosriel. For a moment, Turala considered jumping the low-painted fence that crossed the field, but she thought better of it. Let Cassius sleep for a few more hours before giving him the reins. As the horse passed into the field, Turala saw the small greenhouse on the next hill, half hidden in the forest. So picturesque was the image, she felt herself lull into a pleasant half-sleeping state. A blast of a horn brought her back to reality with a shudder. Cassia opened his eyes. "Where are they?" he hissed.
Looks like I'm gonna make that train with 50 cannons instead of 69.
He whispered.
It's just taking too long.
Heading for the thicket quickly. Turala trotted the horse into the small collection of trees.
Hilarious.
Cassia handed her the child and dismounted. He began pulling their bags off next, throwing them into the bushes. A sound started, a distant rumbling of a footfall, growing louder and closer. Turala climbed off carefully and helped Cassia unburden the horse. All the while, Bosriel watched, open-eyed. Turala sometimes worried that her baby never cried. Now she was grateful for it. With the last of the luggage off, Cassia slapped the horse's rear, sending it galloping into the field. Taking Turala's hand, he hunkered down in the bushes.
With luck,
he murmured.
I think she's wild, belongs to the farm. And we'll go looking for the rider.
As he spoke, a horde of orcs surged into the field, blasting their horns. Turala had seen orcs before, but never in such abundance, never with such bestial confidence. Roaring with delight at the horse and its confused state, they hastened past the timber where Cassia, Turala, and Bosriel hid. The wildflowers flew into the air at their stampede, powdering the air with seeds. Turala tried to hold back a sneeze, and thought she succeeded. One of the orcs heard something, though, and brought another with him to
The
investigate.
death train is complete.
Cassia quietly unsheathed his sword,
We need now
mustering all the confidence he could. His skills, such as they were in spying, not combat. But he vowed to protect
This is
Turala
like
and her babe for as
to
long as
arm
he
it all
could.
up.
Perhaps he would slay these two, he reasoned, but not before they cried out and brought the rest of the horde.
It's gonna be a pain in the
Suddenly,
cook.
something invisible swept through the
Pain
bushes
in
like
the
the
cook.
wind.
I said in
The
the
orcs
cook.
flew backward, falling dead on their backs. Turala turned into a wrinkled crone.
How do you say
bright
pain in
red
the
hair
cook in
emerged from a
Swedish?
nearby bush. I thought you were gonna bring them right
Pain
to me.
what?
She whispered,
In the
smiling.
cook.
Best come with me.
Kuken?
The three followed the old
what?
woman through a deep crevasse
Und
of bramble
i kuken, I
bushes
think.
that ran through the
Und
field
i
towards the house on the hill. As they emerged on the other side, the woman turned to look at the orcs feasting on the remains of the horse, a blood-soaked orgy to the beat of multiple horns. "That horse yours?" she asked. When Cassia nodded, she laughed loudly. "That's rich meat, that is. Those monsters will have belly aches and flatulence in the morning. Serves them right."
You are going to
keep moving? Whispered Turala, unnerved by the woman's laughter.
And then
"They won't come up here," she grinned, looking at Bosriel, who smiled.
I'm hopping
"They're
down
too
to the
afraid of us."
Russian.
Turala turned to Cassia, who shook his head.
See us later.
Which
style.
is, am I correct in assuming this is Old Barton's farm, the home of the Skeffington Coven? "Oh, you are, pet?" The old woman giggled girlishly, pleased to be so infamous.
I only got
"I
7 cars
am
full.
Mr. Skeffington.
Fuck.
What did you do
7
to
out of
the
50.
orcs?" asked Turala. "Back there in the thicket. Spirit fist right side the head."
Any more explosive factorias?
Please, it is good to meet you in person. I'd simply like to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately, but I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be
It's
done.
not high enough.
I'm afraid it's not that simple. You must understand the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thormore associate. Nevertheless, my order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so. As you may have learned, the world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided. Unfortunately, the future is as obscure to us as it is to you. The overwhelming power of the Eye makes it difficult for us to see. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours. I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you.
Oh, there we go.
It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say something?
You must excuse me. I shouldn't be here. You must excuse me. I shouldn't be here.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented. Has Tolfdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject.
Well, what is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't worry.
It's always encouraged. Well now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you? Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful. So you wish to master the arcane arts? Until next time.
Well, shit.
Your perseverance will only
What
lead
the
to
fuck?
disappointments. Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter. I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. Those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek.
Okay, weird.
Indeed. And so you have come looking, though you do not know why. Like others before you, you blindly follow a path to your own destruction. The Thalmor came seeking answers as well, unaware they will be his undoing. Your path now follows his, though you will arrive too late. The one who calls himself Ancano. He seeks information about the Eye, but what he will find shall be quite different. His path will cross yours in time, but first you must find that which you need.
Down with what? Guy.
You, and those aiding you, wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your Archmage.
It's no secret that the... Really? And what might that be? I'm sorry, what? Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff, but I'm not really sure that any of us need it. And how do you know of this? Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the staff of Magnus? I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this. A most impressive attitude. Keep this up, and you'll do quite well for yourself. Something as specific and ancient as the Staff of Magnus. I'm not sure we'd ever find something like that. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything? I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know. You've certainly proven yourself to be more than a mere apprentice. Well done. This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now.
Lucky for you, that was just sitting there for the taking. If you have a moment, could you help me with something? I'd better get going.
If there are any problems, let me know. Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking? I see. Well, yes, I suppose I did mention it, though I'm not sure what he expects me to tell you. I only brought it to his attention a few months back when the Synod showed up here looking for it. They were apparently under the impression we were keeping it in a closet somewhere. Mages based out of Cyrodiil. They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. Lots of politics, little magic. I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power. No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mzulft, but that's all I remember. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mzulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative.
Okay. Let's play something for research. Let's start.
Connecting. Skill training completed.
See you, mate. Have a good night. Okay. Well, 2 days for this.